gotta go. Hey, 18.
Again, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trubisky to throw again. And that's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
18.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He won't go down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback at Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender to win the MVP.
Rookie of the year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
Personally, I would give it to Barkley because he's been there all 16, but Mayfield made Cleveland relevant, put them in a position where maybe we were even talking about the playoffs, and boy, the excitement level has really ramped up. I would not be surprised at all if he walked away with the award.
Lastly, what about Coach of the Year? Does Frank Reich have a shot after starting 1-5 in Indy?
He should be in that conversation, shouldn't he? But I think ultimately it comes down to Matt Nagy in Chicago and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Nagy's going to win it because the Chargers were picked in preseason to actually win their division or contend. The Bears were not.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
31. Right. White,
Brady's going to sneak it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this time, Brady will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bullard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third and long, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
We got three. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gronkowski, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Gotta go.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there, taking it in. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
29. Alpha. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Lock in.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Wait!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Wait, 20!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Brady now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Brady eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is down. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Lock in. Red,
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
We're go. Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Lock in, lock in.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Gotta go, gotta go.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Lock in, lock in.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Single receiver. Cut up. 180. Ran, up. 18. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On play action, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. Off the toss, Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gotta go.
They try again with Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in. Lock in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
gotta go.
the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road